Maybe had a late start. Let's see. Let's refresh. Yep. Xander. Looks like he's a little bit behind. But yeah, welcome everybody. This is going to be some round 2 coverage for the Earthbound Super Series. Arithium's already up 1-0. Xander has not had a match yet. Well, it looks like Arithium's going to be the sportsman-like. He's going to hold up. Oh, maybe not. Oh yeah, they're about. Nice. So Arithium right off the bat showing good sportsmanship, holds up, knows that Xander got a bit of a late start. Timer's still not quite lined up, but that's okay. So this should be a good one. I'm excited for this. I know Arithium's gunning for the championship this year, so. We should see some good stuff out of him, and Xander's gonna put up a fight. He's no stranger to this Boogey percent, so I think both these runners know what they're doing. I think we're gonna see a good race here. Looks like Xander dropping a couple frames. I'm sure it will not affect his gameplay, though. So nothing too crazy out of the first few minutes here. Let's see, let's see the delay here. What's up, Matzi? Alright, talk to mom at 3:32. Was Arithium. That's 3:32 on Xander's clock there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. About 10 seconds. Not too bad. Arithium's gonna hit his first spot of RNG here. Oh, looks like he's maybe holding up a little more. It looks like Xander is on Wii U, it looks like, from their stream. Looks like they're holding a Wii U controller. So virtual console. Arithium getting a couple doggos here. Not really what he's looking for, but he's going to get a good despawn there. See what Xander gets. A nice, good, clean run first try. So it's going to save him a little bit of time. Arithium getting the runaway crow. He's going to walk right by that. Xander's going to have to do a little bit of despawning. Oh, he got the runaway crow too. Arithium with some nice movement above the trees. Ooh, lots of crows for Xander. Luckily, they're all running away. Oh, not a bad hill for Arithium. Xander gets the turbo crow. The crow is actually running away from him, but they run away pretty quick and in the wrong direction sometimes. So. But not a bad crow fight, mostly just time loss. You had a good smash there. Let's see, 5:45 roughly is when Buzz starts talking. For Arithium. Arithium with a nice hill. Some really good movement, some good despawns. I think Xander just got kind of caught with a lot of crows. Still about 10 seconds. Not much time between runners here. Even with that crow fight, not a bad Buzz time. Arithium grabbing the bread roll here. It's going to help out Frank. Take as many heals as we can get. We'll see how many cycles we get out of Buzz here. We mostly refer to each cycle is when Buzz attacks, and then it's like a scripted rotation of movesets until he attacks again, which will be the next cycle. So ideally you want this fight over in 2 cycles, 2 attacks from Buzz, but sometimes it can take 3 or 4. I didn't see what the first damage roll was, whether it was high or low. Freeze is good. It's a little less text. Another charge. Okay, so the first one wasn't enough. Basically, you're looking for like sub 8. I think sub 8 is the barometer here for what kind of pace you're on. Arithium should get that even with a 3 cycle. I'll be right around 8 minutes. There we go, 7:59. Very nice. Alright, looks like Xander got a charge first cycle, so he could get a 2 cycle here. Arithium with a 7:59 Starman. Yep, 2 cycle for Xander, not bad. So still not much between the runners here. Maybe like 10-15 seconds. The timers are a bit off just because Xander got a bit of a late start. Alright, Arithium's into the Great Blue yonder. As I sip my tea. Ooh, Arithium getting the Ninja Snake, but quick reaction time stutters it right off. Good stuff. I feel like any less experienced runner would have been in a fight there, but Arithium noticed it quick. Stutter stepped right off of it. Good stuff. That thing was fully ninjaed. He saw the dog for sure, but that snake was behind the tree. Gonna grab the Mr. Baseball cap. Get a quick equip here, save some little bit of time. Xander gets a nice clean walk. No despawns. Arithium doing the usual drugstore shopping. He's gonna profit a little bit off that Mr. Baseball cap. Get himself some more defense. Alright, he exits the drugstore at 11:05. So taking kind of sort of a specific pathing here to avoid spawning any sharks. It works out for him. He's gonna fight this first shark. Smartly opts out of the auto fight here. Sometimes this Pokepunk can kill you. So we want to leave that option open to heal, just in case things get out of hand. There's that bread roll we talked about earlier. Xander uses a similar movement. Gets himself some favorable no spawns. Arithium wanting to go into this next fight usually about above 25 HP, and he's well above that, so I don't think we'll see a heal here. He'll just go for the S-Man Jr. fight. Nice smash. Makes quick work of that one. So Arithium will heal up here. It'll be max health for Frank. And the usual Frank strats, you know, if he hits you, you heal. If he doesn't, keep on bashing. That's pretty much it. Hope for the best. You can hit you pretty hard here, but 23 is not too bad. He was fine anyway. Pretty typical Frank fight here. He's got about one more turn until Frank's dead, so he's gonna go for the heal. That should be done here. 13-13 Frank kill. See what Xander gets. Frankenstein will be pretty trivial for Arithium. Ooh, a crit. That's not good. Okay, he got a dead turn. He got lucky. Frank would have attacked in any form there. He was dead for sure. But Xander getting lucky. Dead turn after the crit. Ooh, and a crit himself. So not bad. Still only about 10 seconds behind Arithium is Xander. But yeah, like I said, Frankenstein fight, fairly trivial. Pretty straightforward, scripted fight. And there's a... Okay, so 13:52. Not too bad at all. Ooh, that auto fight hurting Xander, but he'll be okay, it looks like. He's gonna have to come out of that auto fight, heal up. Sometimes that auto fight can really bite you in the butt. Okay, 14:10. So about 18 seconds. But no deaths yet. People are in good shape here. Xander got pretty close to dying, but he got lucky on that second Frank turn. So just a little story progression here. stock up on some burgers before we go into Giant Step and start the old slug grind. Everybody's favorite. Giant Step really sets the tone for On It. It's completely up to RNG. I mean, not completely, but for the most part, what you get for slugs. And Titanic Ant Fight itself is going to really set the pace for both of these runs. So Arithium stocking up on those burgers. And he is going to start his slug grind. Arithium, very precise. You notice his movements. Of course, as I say something, he gets stuck a little bit, but Arithium's movements are going to be pretty precise. I imagine he's saving just little bits of time, but they add up just with his movements and you know how precise you can be. Movement matters a lot in these games when you're walking so much. Arithium reading the lag there nicely. He was about to step back, but noticed the screen lagged, and that's a sure sign of some slugs. It's kind of one of those intermediate to advanced strats to this run, especially if you're playing on console. Learning how to read that lag to both get into and out of certain situations. So that's good stuff from Arithium there. So he's both runners looking for 22 slugs here total to reach level 8. Xander having a little bit of trouble here, finding himself some slugs. Arithium gets the second pack. And he's just going to auto-fight this one because he's got enough offense to one-shot these things typically. And Xander gets his first pack. Usually for Xander or anyone taking their first slug fight here, you don't want to auto-fight. Just because there's a pretty decent chance Ness hits for non-lethal. And the auto-fight's just going to kind of randomly point to certain slugs and it's not going to work out. Typically. Ooh. Arithium having great slug luck here. This is his third pack. We'll see what he... Oh, and he gets the non-lethal there. That's unfortunate. We'll see if he... Keep it on auto. Ooh, and he's low HP here. He'll just come off of auto fight and probably ride it out. Yeah, especially with those misses. Wisely taking it off auto fight because auto fight would be healing him here, which is a waste of a turn and slow to do in battle. So Arithium at 12, Xander at 4. Looks like Arithium's going to stay on the bottom floor. This is working out for him. So yeah, there's this other 4-pack. This is a pretty common strat you see here. Using these two sets of spawn plates to the left and right of Arithium in the dungeon here. It looks like Xander got his second pack, so he'll be at 8. But yeah, you'll see on Arithium's screen a lot of runners using this particular spot in Giant Step to spawn slugs, and it's working out really well for Arithium because there's spawn plates to his left and his right for slugs. Well, he gets it again. Good stuff. I think it's gonna be 20 for him. See, as opposed to where Xander is, there's only spawn plates to the left, not to his right. So it's kind of less opportunity. But the spawn plates here and This is going to be level 8 for Arithium. Fantastic slug grind for him. But on Xander's screen, there is a good chance of slugs here. So you get some... You could even get 2 packs. There's a lot of spawn tiles where Xander is currently. It's a pretty common farming area for slugs. So Arithium's going to hit level 8 here. Offense goes up by 5. That pretty much guarantees 24 offense. Typically you're at 19 or 20 offense at level 7. So even if you're at 19, the plus 5 is still going to put you at 24. So Arithium's got that oh so sought after 24 offense. And he's going to start making his way, stuttering his way up to Ant. Great slug grind. Using those spawn tiles to his advantage. Okay, Xander, I think this is going to be either, I think this is 12 slugs for him. I want to say 12 or 16. Arithium going to get this butterfly. Crucial for the Titanic Ant fight. Checks his psychic points just to make sure. Yeah, he should have the 24 offense here for this. Yep, no problem. Well, Xander getting that. Looks like it's got to be the 16 or 20 pack, or 16 or 20 slugs. Arithium going for the stutter here. Wise move. Stuttering's always faster than taking the fight, especially if the fight drops a cookie. So you always go for the stutter if you can. We'll get the first turn rocking, see what we get for damage. Titanic Ant. 51, that's supremely low. That's unfortunate. Well, Xander getting some good slug luck here. There's the magnet, that's why we... Ooh, and a 7. This is quite unfortunate slug luck here for Arithium. Ant's at about 70 HP. Okay, he's at about 100. So those are 2 tough magnets to take. I guess really just the first one. And the low damage from the rockin'. Ooh, and a dodge. Yeah, this is tough. Arithium must be frustrated with this fight. About 130 HP. Ant's got about 230. So he's got about 100. Ooh, 46. Ouch. He's got about 100 HP to go here. Yeah, this is a very, very tough Ant fight. Unfortunately, this is all too common. And he's hitting in the 40s. There's the shield. Another shield. Ooh, this is getting bad for Arithium. He's just gonna have to ride it out. Hope his burgers last. Wow, these 40s are insane. Just heavy hits from Ant. Yep, he's gonna run out of burgers and just gonna have to pray with the auto fight and hope for dead turns. This is... Alright, he's getting some damage in. I've lost track, but... Okay, here's the auto fight. Wow, these 40s, man. This is insane. Yeah. Woo! The clutch. The clutch. 1 HP kill. I knew he was close. I didn't know he was that close. I knew there was a chance that last hit was going to do it. Yowza. I mean, you were out of options. Those 40s, though, man. Holy shit. So it looks like Xander getting caught in some fights here he doesn't want to be in. A lot of lag on screen. Wow. That was a sweaty Titanic Ant fight. The 1 HP. So he will have to go and buy some more burgers, but a small price to pay to survive that uphill battle. That was a tough Ant fight. 50 damage from the first rockin'. Second rockin' gets magneted away. The shields went up around 120 HP, so it was just tough stuff. But Arithium clutching that one out. Alright, Xander is going to start making his way up to Ant. Let's see what kind of fight he gets. No ant spawns. Very nice. Ooh, but he gets jumped on top of in that room. That's always frustrating. Yeah, so Arithium going for some more burgers. He's just going to use the money he has left over. And he's just going to have to risk it. Ooh, 59 is good. He had a lot of money left over. So a wise move. I'm sure he checked his cash situation before he went in there and knew that was going to be plenty. Let's see what kind of Titanic ant fight Xander gets while also trying to pay attention to how Arithium's cop fights are. 72 damage from the rockin'. Decent. That's about average. Going for the heal with the burger just in case you get magneted. Defense down, not bad. 5 burgers is typically okay. It's cutting it close. Ooh, 69, nice. So that's about 130 damage he's done to Ant as he puts up the shield. So Xander's attack's only going to be doing about 10 to 15. Arithium getting chopped first turn, that's no fun. Xander's just going to uphill battle with his burgers and just hopefully get some dead turns, and he is getting some dead turns. Arithium, nice smash. He's trying to keep his head above water, about 55, 60 HP with these cops, and then heal depending on how low he gets here, but nice smash from the first cop. Cops can do crushing chops or just normal attacks. Obviously you want just the normal attacks. It looks like Xander got through Ant pretty cleanly. 1708, or sorry, 2708. So he is definitely a few minutes behind Arithium, but Arithium had a spectacular slug grind, whereas Xander had kind of caught in some fights, and his slug grind was definitely not as good as Arithium's. And like I said, slug grind really sets the tone, and sure enough, that's what we're seeing here. Nice miss from the cop for Arithium. That's what we're always looking for. So, decent fights for Arithium so far. Smash on one cop, miss on another. Not sure how Xander got in that fight there. They're supposed to be running away. Maybe he got stuck on the door. Just kind of wasn't looking as those ants should be running away. Alright, cop 4 down for Arithium. I think that was cop 4. Yeah, it was. Okay. So he's going into strong. Typical strat here is just rocking strong right off. He's on great pace here. Anything sub 30 on it, I think, is a very strong pace. He's going to go for the first turn. Heal. Safety. Strong's not playing nice today. He might have to go for another heal. 67's kind of... Okay, he goes for it. Wow, the gut save. Oh, Arithium in a tough spot here. And that's it. Yeah, he risked it. Risked it there, and it didn't work out. That was a very aggressive strong. So it's a tough death for Arithium. I think the biggest time loss deaths in On It you can take are to Titanic Ant and Captain Strong. He got the strong death there, but he'll just push through here. But yeah, definitely playing it risky, not going for that heal. Such low health. You figure Strong's got to have a dead turn eventually, right? But nope, that was an aggressive Strong. Typically he doesn't attack that much. So we'll see if Arithium goes for more burgers here. He's gonna have to, I guess. He's gonna have to hit the ATM. Probably get a bunch of money just so he doesn't have to hit the next ATM. Let's see what he does here. Oh, just gets enough for burgers. Okay. Fair enough. So Xander's starting cops. Let's see how he does. I guess he had enough. burgers left over from his ant fight. I didn't see him have to buy any more, so. So that's going to catch Xander up a little bit here, but I would certainly not count Arithium out by any means. He's going to go for a heal on Frank. It's a wise move. Instead of taking the mom heal. Alright, Xander gets the first cop down. 3 to go. He's going to take the life up here. Smart move, it's going to max him out. And a smash, very nice. Those are the things you want to see on cops, either smashes or burger drops, and no crushing chops. All those things, in any amount, are very nice. Alright, cop number 3, and Arithium glitching his way through that, or phasing his way through the NPC there, heading to restart his cop fights. Lots of misses on these cops for Xander. It's working out for him. 60 health. He's going to cop 4. Arithium in good shape for cop number 2. I think Xander's he was in good shape to attack there, but he's playing it safe, going for the burger. I think anything above 60 is pretty solid. Those cops aren't going to take you out unless they crit you or something. Alright, cop 4 down for Xander. He's going to go into Captain Strong. Let's see how he does. I imagine he'll go for some heals here. First turn. And if you're not max HP, oh, and he just goes for the rock, and okay. Also playing risky. Typically I say if you're not max going into strong, I like to heal first turn, but Xander going for it. Opting for the heal. Yep, that was a lethal hit. Ooh, and a crit. That's no good. Okay, Captain Strong down. 3250 for Xander. A clutch 1 HP. So we're seeing the aggressiveness of Strong here. Arithium really not too far behind here. He caught up pretty well with those cops. Arithium's gonna stay under. He's going for the heals here. No messing around with Strong. He's gonna stay within 40 seconds of Xander. Oh, and Strong's just not messing around today. Okay. 33-38. Yeah, so. Yeah, despite dying to Strong, Arithium had a strong enough lead that he's still within a minute of Xander. So still anyone's race here for sure. Especially with the caliber of runner that Arithium is. I'm sure he's gonna do his best to shred right through the next few parts of the run. He can make up that minute, no problem. So Xander's gonna have to play well. He's gonna have to keep this lead. You got a runner like Arithium on your heels. It's never safe. Xander maxing out his money. He's going to use that money in Happy Happy Village. Also give to Apple Kid. Fun of the Apple Kid's endeavors. So kind of just some story progression here. Nothing too crazy, a little bit of errands. We're just kind of advancing the story and doing a couple side quests so we can proceed through PRV. Nothing too major in terms of strats here. Like, there are some small things that save time. Obviously, movement, pathing, where runners choose to go. Which paths they choose to take. Some objectively better than others, but it depends on what you're doing. Runner's looking for butterflies here as Xander gets one. All these enemies around here, the mushrooms and the plants, have a pretty small aggro radius, so you can just kind of move around them. Not that small for Arithium, but usually small enough that you can kind of just walk around them. These caves also a big RNG factor, whether or not you're despawning or these things are just clear. And yeah, about a 5-second loss every time you have to door transition between anything where the music changes, because it takes a second for the game to load the music. So you're looking for despawns within these caves because it's slightly faster than if the music's changing. Xander going up towards the pencil eraser. We should see a little trick here where you load the pencil lower than you'd think. Okay, he goes up to see it. You can actually load it a little lower than that. I'm sure we'll see Arithium do it. Typically the rule of thumb is as long as you see the pencil, it's loaded, but there's a specific spot where it loads as long as you walk over it. We'll see it on Arithium's screen here. So the game sees the pencil or the pencil itself. It's a specific grass patch right here. Boom. So you can still sort of see it, but it's lower than what you'd think. Arithium knows those aggro radius on those plants are low, so he just walks right by. That's kind of another reason why it's also nice to get some butterflies along the way here. Earlier the better, just in case you get into a fight. You'll be able to rock these guys right off. Xander's gonna talk to the Apple Kid, also known as Steve Jobs, and get himself some fresh Macintosh inventions. So mid-38 Apple Kid for Xander. So yeah, Arithium still about the same amount behind. Nothing too crazy. I think PRV is really going to be the decider here, at least for the moment. Which runner will get the better PRV? PRV short for Peaceful Rest Valley. Notoriously difficult spot in the run. Tons of spawn plates, high chance for pincers. Xander getting some bad luck with these spawns here. He's despawning a lot. Bum, bum, bum. Love Tucson music. So Arithium able to catch up a bit here with the spawns that Xander had. Xander dodging that UFO, very nice. Alright, 4009 pencil for Xander. Arithium doing a little bit of menuing. A bit of inventory management. Ooh, Xander with a lot of trees here. Like I said, tons of spawn plates here. Both runners are going to have to do a lot of despawning, a lot of specific movements. Xander getting himself out of that one very nicely. Very clean next section for Xander. Usually kind of section by section here. Can vary on what kind of spawns you get. Spawn tiles kind of vary. Some are heavier than others. This section Arithium can be really spawn heavy. And the area Xander's in now can also be lots of enemies around here. But not bad. This last section, kind of the decider. If you stay kind of on the top part of there, you can avoid a lot of enemies spawning. So 41-47 exit for Xander. So Arithium's currently 20 seconds behind, and he's in. So really, he made up a good amount of time there. Arithium making up about 15 seconds there on Xander. Just with nice movement, good despawns. Runner's going to stock up here, get some goods, increase Ness's offense, defense. Help him get through the happy village here. So still a very close race. We're within about 30 seconds here. Both players heading towards what's known as a shack fight. Xander with a couple despawns there, so yep, Arithium's going to get a clean room. That's going to save him just a little bit of time. And with this shack fight, typically you're just rocking away cultists, bashing away crows. Hopefully no calls for help. See what kind of fight Xander gets here. Still very close. You're hoping for what's known as a trifecta here. You kill all three in one go, but it's rare. Ooh, yeah. There's a call for help. Usually not too big of a deal. Crow goes down for Arithium. Yeah, Xander's just going to bash out the crow here. So 43-47. Yep. Almost exactly 20 seconds difference here between runners. So very, very close here heading into Car Painter. Both players having a nice clean shack fight. Car Painter's pretty RNG dependent. You're looking for the lightnings mostly to reflect. But it's a 1 in 4 chance of those lightnings happening. It's 25% per party member that is currently active, and since you only have one, it's 25%. If you were to have a full party, it'd be a 100% chance for lightning. But since it's only Ness, it's 1 in 4. Xander going for the safety croissant. Arithium opting not to. That'll save Arithium a little bit of time. So Arithium closing the gaps where he needs to. For sure. He's got a ton of health. He fought that extra cultist. So he knows he's... Ooh, and Xander getting a call for help. That's no fun with this fight. And Arithium, nice clean cultist fight there. He's going to pull ahead by skipping that croissant, and Xander getting kind of a non-ideal cultist fight here. Ooh, and the cultist C, that's no fun. He's going to have to bash this guy out. So Xander losing a ton of time here on Arithium. Let's see how Arithium's Car Painter fight goes. You just bash turn 1 always. Arithium has 2 chances for rocking here, which is nice. He's going to go for the next 2 turns. Car Painter is a scripted fight. We know what's happening. We know what's coming. So you can kind of plan ahead. And we're looking to be at low health after this fight's over. Going into a death warp. Unfortunate lightning luck here so far for Arithium, but he's done a lot of damage with those rock-ins. He could just bash it out. Okay, this should kill Car Painter. Yep. So 46-20 Car Painter kill for Arithium. Good fight. Those 2 rock-ins worked out for him. Xander also has 20 psychic points, so he'll go for the same strats. $58 damage, that's pretty low. No lightnings connecting. Arithium going for the skip sandwich. I like it. He'll probably use that pre-tent. I'm a fan of that tactic. Ooh, Xander with a nice smash. So Xander only 20 seconds behind Arithium. So we've seen a 40-second swing here. Arithium was 20 seconds behind. Now he's about 20 seconds ahead, Xander. So still very, very close race here. Arithium capitalizing on a bit of risk there, but not even a huge risk by skipping the croissant. And Xander just kind of having, that slow cultist fight. He got cultist C there. So Arithium kind of getting the better end of RNG, where Xander kind of getting the shorter end of it, and that's how you see that 40-second swing. Both players going into the death warp here. I think Xander was pretty low HP, but they're about the same. 59 for Arithium. Arithium doing a little bit of inventory management here. Drop off that teddy bear, get his defense as low as possible. I imagine both players going for the mole death warp. But both runners putting up a fight here. We're seeing great play from both racers here. I like what I see out of both of these racers. Smart moves. I don't think either one's playing particularly poorly. Just Xander getting a little bit of the short end of the RNG, like I said. So Arithium going for the death warp here. We're looking for Mole to be basically killing Ness as fast as possible. You're looking for Ness to get killed. He gets Paula. It's not a big deal. At least one kid's down. The reason you want Ness down is because Paula can just hit and keep waking the Mole up. Arithium getting some nice luck there. Very, very, very good death warp for him. The Mole just kept attacking, never confused itself, so good stuff there. Arithium's got enough money left over to res Paula, so he doesn't have to hit the ATM there. Good stuff. Saves him another little bit of time here. You'll see a lot of advanced runners use that, go into the death warp with over $200, which isn't too difficult to set up, and then you have enough to res Paula here without hitting the ATM. Xander having kind of a tough Mole death warp here. See there's the sizing up, which is not what you're looking for. A lot of dead turns here for Xander. Yep, I was going to say the Mole can still hit Ness even when it's feeling strange, and that's exactly what happened there. So that worked out for him. Let's compare here. Arithium's going to talk to Dad at 50:07. So Xander's looks like he's losing some time on that death warp. Lost about another, say it's going to be about another 40 seconds here lost. Just on those unfortunate turns from the Mole. Coming up on 30 seconds. 40 seconds behind for Xander. So he's lost so far about 30 seconds. 7. Yeah, so roughly 50 seconds. So he lost about 30 seconds. No, actually not that bad. Only lost about 30 seconds to Arithium on that death warp. Which actually makes sense. Now that I think about how those turns went, 30 seconds sounds about right. So again, kind of just some errands and story advancements here. Post Happy Happy Village. We're just gonna bail out the Runaway 5, watch a little show. Nice little break here. First break in the run for both racers. Always kind of nice to catch your breath here. There's about a 50-second difference here between racers. Yeah, nice little bathroom break. Yeah. That'll happen, man. I've been having some really tough, strong fights lately. In my Mother 2 runs, I've been dying a lot to strong. It's one of those fights that can just really destroy you. Yep, yeah, you had some unfortunate despawns. I was talking about that a little bit. But nice RNG. You had a little bit better RNG and Happy Happy than Xander did. And then your mole death warp was pretty nice too. Save some time there. Yeah, for sure. Like I said, I think both racers are both playing very well. And Xander knows his way around Boogey % for sure. I've seen a lot of Xander's Boogey % streams. He's a big fan of the category. So I think both racers are very knowledgeable and making the right moves here. Xander's also been in, I think, 2 other Super Series. Ooh, left side bus. Ouch. Ouch. Well, yeah, Xander's a Super Series veteran for sure. Been around for a couple of them, so we're always happy to have him around. Left side, best side. Oof. Yeah, I'm not a left side supporter. It's funny, there's a lot of these like little wars we have in the community between, naming the player and left side, right side bus. Yeah, I just can't do it. I can't do left side. It's painful. I know BGG was like the first big proponent of it. He was like pretty vocal about left side bus being superior. It's good stuff. A lot of little things like that. See what Xander goes for here. Right side. Yeah, you can go pretty short around that trigger. That basically avoiding the photo trigger outside the door of Chaos Theater. It's pretty small. You can actually go above the light post there. So Arithium making his way into 3 Graveyard, another kind of spot of RNG here. This place can, you never know what it's going to do to you. Yeah, everyone's got their preferences. I've never timed it, so I can't say for sure, but I feel like if you get even decent movement right side, It's probably frames faster. Arithium, nice stutter step there. You can stutter stepping is not only nice for getting away from enemies. Stutter stepping is also nice for like if you're moving towards enemies. You'll see kind of, like I said, it's kind of like an intermediate to advanced tactic, just in general with Earthbound, not even in Boogey percent. Of if you're in a specific area, you can kind of stutter step forward and read the enemies a little better. One of those really small things. Let's see, so 56-30 knockout. Yeah, for sure. I mean, anyone can bonk into it. Even, people who are super familiar with right side can mess it up and still bonk the pole. Oh, that gold split? Gold split for Arithium, nice. Alright, so 56-30 knockout for Arithium. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, Manip does left side. Yeah, so people who do Twos and Manip have to go left side. Just to keep it consistent. Keep it left side. That makes sense. Oh, wrong door, Xander. Whoops. So lost a bit of time to Arithium here. Lost about another 10 seconds. So he's about a minute behind Arithium. Again, I feel like a lot of that stuff is just movement. And of course, Graveyard RNG. Now we enter Winter's, kind of the last big hurdle in Boogey percent. Obviously, Boogey 10 itself is a hurdle, but Winter's is, again, can make or break this race. Arithium with roughly a 1 minute lead. So he can't really take any protoplasm deaths or any kind of brick road deaths or anything like that. That would give Xander the opportunity he needs. I think that's really the only opportunity he can expect here. Not expect, but hope for, I guess. So Arithium's, gonna have to do his thing. Keep this 1 minute lead. So those little mistakes or going in the wrong doors there for Xander those little things that are gonna add up. Arithium taking the dogfight here. Not a big deal. I really think a dogfight is pretty trivial, especially if you got the bread roll, which you did. But I honestly think the dogfight there is absolutely trivial in the grand scheme of things. Some people get upset about it. Like, I fought the dog, but honestly, it's a 50-50 chance on the bread roll and a little bit of experience is totally worth it. You got the bread roll, which makes protoplasm super, super safe. Fighting a goat, on the other hand, that's a bigger problem. But taking a dog, Arithium going for a little photo skip there underneath the tent. He's going to wait for the monkey. Very nice Tassie there. The trick here is to get monkey on the left side and Jeff on the right. So neither of them have to move to get on Tessie. The old strat was just to pull monkey down and keep it left side. But I think it was Uko that tested out. If you move on a diagonal, you can get the monkey to stay left and Jeff to go right. Yep. Yeah, totally. I think the experience is definitely worth it. I used to be happy to take dogs, honestly, like in my glitchless PBs, even like my sub 4 times. Like I'd still be happy to take the dog fight. It never bothered me. The screen on the right, the aspect ratio is a little bit off. But yeah, this is Earthbound Mother 2. I think just because Xander's playing on Virtual Console, the aspect ratio is a little different. I wish I could stretch it. I should be able to, but I haven't figured it out yet. Like stretch those borders. So Arithium head into Protoplasm fight here. Notoriously difficult fight because you're such a low level, but because he fought that dog, I think he's in great shape. 33 health, 2 heals. Anything could happen, but I think... Oh, there's Protoplasm B. Yeah, that's not what you want. He's gonna go for the heal here. Smart move. He calls for helps. At least they're failing. He's gonna go for the kill. Sometimes you'll see players just take the blocks here and then try to run away. But I think Arithium's done enough damage that he can... Okay, he'll go for the runaway. Nice. Good move. His chances were not high there to run away, but it was high enough. Tried for duck skip. Duck can be a bit safer, not if he attacked 3 times. That's why you see Arithium back off the auto fight there. He's going to go for the manual heal because of the first attack. But typically Duck is much safer than Protoplasm, even if you're at a low level. The Duck has so many dead turns. It's much safer. Yep. Yeah, this is a speedrun. Just to the Boogey tent. It's a race. We're doing a tournament. We do this every year. Oh, nice present skip from Arithium there. Good stuff. But yeah, this is a speed run through the Boogey tent kill. Nice short introduction category, and it's not the full game, which is also commonly speed ran. We just keep it short for tournament purposes. So full game speedrun is typically about 4.5 hours for even experienced runners, so it's a long time to dedicate to races. Yeah, similar to like the Paladin percent categories you see in Final Fantasy. Ooh, I think Arithium hit a bit of lag there. More lag than he expected, and that's why he got that red swirl on the stutter. But slugs are no problem. Just kind of time loss in the fight, but I think he's far enough ahead. It's not a big deal. Yeah, see those 2 other spawns, and it didn't look like there were 2 on the ones below him. And I think that increased more lag than he expected. Because there were 2 and not 1 when it looked like 1. So just kind of door despawning here. He's looking to get no spawns. It's just faster to not fight anything than it is to just respawn these doors. He's getting kind of bad luck. Okay, clear first spot there. And he's just going to keep despawning here until he gets favorable. options. Looks like Xander had a good duck fight, good protoplasm fight. He's going to move on to the skip here. Ooh, and he gets it. Nice skip there from Xander. I like that protoplasm setup. It's cool. So both players getting second protoplasm skip. Good stuff. Nice tech there. We'll judge the difference here once Arithium hits the Sky Runner. Another kind of minor optimization there, lining the Bubble Monkey up with the rope. The Bubble Monkey moves really slow when it's floating in the air. So the closer you can get it to that rope, the more time it's going to save you. It's kind of just those minor optimizations. Winters is done for Arithium. Good stuff. I'm sure he wishes he had that strong death back, but still on a good pace. Winters being done is definitely a big step. Those cave boys move super slow, so it's easy to just kind of walk by. Xander with a good cave as well. Girl named Butts. All right, 157, basically a flat 108. Sky Runner entrance. Let's see what we get from Xander here. He's not far behind. Arithium does have that skip sandwich, though, that he snagged up. Just gonna give him a little sprint to the boogie tent. Xander with some kind of unfavorable spawns here. He's gonna have to reset the position. Nice move there. He knows he can move faster than the cave boy. So let's see. Xander was about a minute behind going into Winters here. It looks like he's made up a little bit of time. Maybe like 15 seconds or so. He's gonna be about 45 seconds behind Arithium. Oh, closer to, yeah, he saved about 10 seconds. There's another kind of nice cutscene. Casually, it's a nice little preview of what's to come. So both players heading into the final split here. So you can see how this is kind of a nice, shorter category than the full glitchless run, only about an hour to an hour and a half typically. The skip sandwich is in the cultist house, and a lot of people skip it. They just don't get it in this category, but some people grab it. I used to grab it a lot. Sometimes I'll still grab it, depending on where racers are. But yeah, it's a skip sandwich in cultist house. What's up, Snoogans? Alright, heading into Boogie Tent. Let's see what kind of RNG Arithium gets here. Typically speaking, it's a very straightforward fight. But I don't want to jinx it. It can definitely kill you. So we'll see what he gets here. Usually you're just big bottle rocketing. Using your bottle rockets and then rocking with Ness. Yeah, it was within a minute here. Nice little tech skip there for Arithium. If you use that bad key machine within a certain distance of the door without hitting the text, It'll open it without opening the text box, which is a bit of a time save. One of those little things. I'm gonna grab the bear. There's that skip sandwich. I like it. I respect it. I've done it. It's good stuff. Both players will grab that bear just in case Tent attacks first turn. There's a pretty good chance it won't kill one of the party members. So I'd imagine we'll see a defend big bottle rocket first turn. That's the typical first turn strat here, and hopefully just one shot the Tent. If not, follow it up with some. Okay, there's the attack. It hit the bear. Let's see what we get out of the bottle rocket. Good damage. So he'll just be able to rocket and then hit that other rocket. Rip bear. We hardly knew ye. This should kill 10 if it connects decently up. That's a GG. GG to Arithium. He's just got to go through level ups here. Grab the fly honey and that'll be time. So solid race here. I think good stuff from both racers. Both played very well. So Xander grabbing that bear. Level up sequence and grabbing the fly honey is kind of just a formality. It can make a difference. It has made a difference, especially in Arithium's last race, which was a nail biter. I highly suggest watching it. Arithium versus Daniel RGT. It was within 1 second. Great race to watch. And that's a 112.43 for Arithium. Good stuff. GG. And we got tent fight for Xander. Let's see how he does. Defend, big bottle rocket. Arithium going for the traditional post Boogey tent glitch. I didn't see the damage on the BBR, but it looks like he's pretty close. Yep, GG Xander. Good stuff, good race. Sub 115 from both racers. Very respectable. Good race, guys. Arithium showing the tent glitch here. Basically, this is a overflow similar to the check area glitch in the debug run. It causes the game to access the RAM in random places, and you just kind of get this data dump of the RAM. I'm sure Xander would have liked to win, but still, very good time. Times do matter going into it, so if it comes down to tiebreakers or something, having a good time will matter. 114 flat from Xander. Good stuff. GG's. JH7H. Yeah, you can get a few different strings here. I like the hooge. There's a hooge string. But yeah, you can get kind of caught in these endless loops, which is fun times. So that's going to do it. Put on some music here. We have another race at GG's Arithium. Let's see. So next race will be in about a little over an hour and a half, 10 o'clock Eastern. Let me double check. That will be Overlord Bosk versus Roman Archaeopteryx. That'll be coming up, like I said, 10 o'clock Eastern. Be sure to stick around for that. In the meanwhile, we're going to host somebody. If you like what you see, definitely give the channel a host. Lots more of this going on in the next few months. Be sure to follow the runners. Their Twitch names are the names labeled underneath. as I take it away. So yeah, next race in an hour and a half. Be sure to check it out. Thanks for watching, y'all. Let's find a host. Hosty host. Let's host Classic James. He's doing some Ancient Cave, which is fun stuff, and we're doing an Ancient Cave tournament race. Once this Boogey percent race is over, or the tournament's over, we'll be starting an Ancient Cave race tournament race tournament. Anyway, thanks again for watching. We'll be back in an hour and a half with another race. Overlord Bosk versus Roman Archaeopteryx. Enjoy James in the meantime, and hope you have a great night.